Alrighty then, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy Ligo One Half and Duo, and I'm here to do a video, a basic response video to a fellow YouTuber. Now, I'll say this: many people, of course, I don't have no ill will to the guy, and he's been on my channel, and like I say, I have no problem if you want to have a conversation again on this, because again, sometimes we talk past each other, and we've done it before, but we've never come to thinking that we're not bad people, or we just trying to start drama for any reason. No, we really do have talks. As you could check out the last random cast that we had, he was on there and he asked some great questions, and you could see how we went back and forth. And conversations like that is what I like on YouTube. So we could talk about the game, and I wish a lot of gamers have that. That was not a debate. They were just asking questions, figuring out people, seeing what game is going on, and just having a great conversation, because it started at 10 o'clock and it went on until 2 o'clock in the morning. And that is something I pride myself on, of finding cool things and cool people to talk about stuff. We're not all going to agree on everything, and that is true. That is something I wish a lot of people could understand. I know a lot of people don't agree with what I say, and I know if I got facts, I'll be the facts. But if you bring up facts against my facts and you prove me wrong, I'm unlike other people. I will say, hey, you know what? You prove me wrong, and I'll be a man and say, oh man, you know what? Thank you for proving me wrong, and I'll say, hey, Grim was right, or Trip was right, or whatever. Like, I'll say that because I don't have an egotistical thing of, if you prove me wrong, I'm not gonna be, oh, my bad, and whatever. Because there are things where you can learn to change your views if somebody proves facts in front of you. So, as I stated before, this is not really, this is a response video, but not like the negative tone as most people always say. Oh, this is a response video to something that legitimately I want to just talk about. Now, I did watch, and shout out to Triple M. I did watch another video that was a response to the video, and to Grim's video. Now, Grim has a video on his channel. The link is in the description. You could watch it. And he was talking about, this is basically going around the whole Marvel versus Capcom Infinite kerfuffle with what Capcom's developer Pete Rosa said about having X-Men characters. Now, I'm gonna point out something, and I'll say this. And Grim has heard me say this to him like live. Like, see, one thing about me, I ain't afraid to say that if you on my channel, or if I want here, I'm not scared to say that, because I've said it to him before. He's a really analytical person. And the way you have to argue or talk in a way is, if he states a point that he's stating, you got to understand he's stating a certain point, and you got to go with that and see if that point is invalid or not. A lot of people try to just go around stuff and never addresses the point that he brings up. I've seen that many times. So that's why I said that I said, okay, well, let's see how it works out. So basically, like I said in the video, he states out what in the video Grim calls it what the guy was talking about when Marvel, because I did a video about this, and when the producers of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite talked about how X-Men characters are not in the game. Okay, now he did state something, which let's go with the basis of this. I'm gonna show you in the basis of this. So Grim, what Grim was talking about. So with that, let me just go here and let us, get to the program. But it's going to be stated out something important. Okay, here we go. All right. Let me see, double check here. Okay, everybody should be seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, all right, just making sure. All right. So, and it will be what, like I said, Grim was talking about with the whole talking about Mother Marvel fans do not know X-Men characters and stuff like that, and that's what the quote was. And I'm gonna read it verbatim and see what it is. But I told Grim in the video that he was reaching, and I'll show him where he's reaching. But I'm gonna say, but the specific thing that he's saying is what I'm gonna talk about now. So the quote that got everybody in ire was basically that right here. As I said, right here, talking to Pete Rosa and Michael Evans about who are the producers of the game. Didn't deny the mutant shunning. They didn't deny the mutant shunning, but they justified a lack of X-Men in a rather positive way. That's what this article is pointing out. Now, the thing that I care about is we know, as I said in the other video, we know why the X-Men is not in Marvel vs. Capcom. And I'll reiterate it at the end. But it is not something, and I'm going to give you a real life, also a real life explanation too, Grim. Like that I could tell you what's happening to me that I talked to you and said on the same podcast as well when that came up. So let's go with that. Okay, so the quote that everybody was talking about, I was finding weird, was this: "We talked with Marvel very closely about their future roadmap and about what's going to happen or what's going to be happening." This is the quote that Grim is talking about and what he said right here. And I'll say this too. I can't help it. I got to say this. I don't know who Pete Rosa is. I don't know who he is, whatever. I hate this phrase right here. This phrase right here. It's annoying to me for a certain reason. But you know what I mean? He used it in the right context, but just hate the phrase because so much people use it in a certain way. And it goes out for the Bears. And those who listen to right now, they know about the Bears. They know what I'm talking about. Them Bears. I don't like them Bears. Anyway, inside joke, like I said. But anyway, let's go. So the point was talking about. So this is a quote that Grim's talking about and what we need to dissect. He said, "Your modern Marvel fan, maybe they don't even remember some of the X-Men characters, but they do know Guardian of the Galaxies or Black Panther." You know what I mean? Okay, so they say, again, this is the part right here that basically is getting it. Your modern Marvel fan, maybe they do not even remember some of the X-Men characters. That's the thing that's the hang up right there. Okay, so that's the hang up. Now, Graham is saying, yeah, modern Marvel fans don't know some of the game. He's trying to prove it. And he proved his point saying that, people, old gamers like me, when this is kind of, you guys are saying that, you guys will know that, but modern people, kids are getting born every day. And I'm summarizing his video. Kids are getting born every day. They don't know about this. They know about the Guardian Galaxies, but they don't know about X-Men and stuff like that. Okay, here's what I'm saying. Grimm is right. In his expression of what he's saying, he is right. Because here's the thing: not everybody knows about X-Men. He is right, and it could be a fan who might not maybe know that, because there's a lot of people. As much as Mickey Mouse and Nintendo and Mario is so well known, there are people, and I've seen it. You could go to the I ain't gonna plug it. I don't like plugging channels like that I really don't subscribe to, but the Fine Brothers, they showed what kids didn't know, when it did Minecraft and stuff like that. Kids who didn't know about Mario Brothers. Mario, they don't even know Disney, not Disney, sorry, Mickey Mouse. Even though a lot of people know it, not everybody knows it, and they could be a fan of the genre, but it just never known it. I'll give an example. My niece, who played Star Fox Zero, who was 7 years old, she's 8 now. She's a Nintendo fan. She likes Nintendo games. She knows Mario. She knows Peach. She knows Daisy. She knows Wario, Luigi, Yoshi, and even Pikmin. But she never known about Star Fox. She just picked up the game and enjoyed it. But she never know about Star Fox and Falco and Slippy and Crystal or Pepe or Rob. She didn't know about that. So his point in what he's pointing out right there is valid. That's why I think a lot of people, because I did watch a video, and I think again the people talked around what he's thinking, and you got to be careful. You got to listen, and that's what it is. He did say that, and his point is valid in that regard. Can't argue with that. He's right. What I am trying to say with with Grim, in what I was saying back to him, saying, because he was like, why people are getting angry about this, in what he said in my podcast, and I stayed out. I don't like when people try to play me. For me, like, I'm not angry per se, because I'm not really gonna pick up the game. I just don't like when people insult my intelligence. All right, not the smartest man out there, but I don't like people insulting my intelligence. Intelligence. So the point that I say is that you're stretching it, because you try to find out what people are angry about is because of is what I'm going to show you now. Again, the point is these guys are game designers. They're talking to GameSpot right there. They have an interview talking to GameSpot. Now, again, you be correct, Grim, in the other part, saying that, hey, if these guys was talking to just regular folks, like just a general audience, and people asking questions, like just a general audience, not gamers or game media, then I will say, you know what, hey, they did that as a kerfuffle, but you know what, I understand where they're coming from. But they're talking to GameSpot. They're talking to people who know the games. They're talking about to say that to people who know the games is a stupid remark. I'm sorry, it is. Because this is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is not the first, nor the second, nor the third, nor the fourth. Now, if it was the first game, then I will agree with you. But it's not. It's not even the second sequel. There's so many games. The problem is, though, there's many games in that, which I'll go into and show you. I show this part too, just break it down simple. But they're talking to gamers. They're talking about people who played game in the series. Why would I tell people that? It's just like me trying to tell Nintendo fans, oh man, and this is an analogy to say that you don't know Luigi. Modern Nintendo fans don't know about Luigi. What? That sounds crazy to say that to Nintendo fans. To say it to general people, yes. Luigi has his own game, which was the Mansion games. But or if you want to go even lower, or say that's the Mario Kart. Say, oh man, you talk about a major character that's Mario Kart 8 coming out. You didn't got Luigi in it, or you ain't got Bowser in it. That's weird, because that's kind of crazy to say that people don't know those characters when you're talking to gamers who played all 8 games. That's where the craziness is coming from, and that's why people are a little pissed off about this. Again, if they were talking to general people, no problem, but they're talking to GameSpot, people who know about the games, and to put that remark to those guys who know about the games, majority of the people who are going to buy this game they're going to be people who are not with the franchise, going to be way less than the people who buy the game who are fans of the franchise. And this is the Google age where you can Google everything, as I'm going to share right now. This is the thing that I say also is annoying. If I don't know something, you might get a little bad news, fake news, all that stuff, but you still could look at definitions of words and stuff, and Grammy and you go back and forth about that when we talk about certain things. And again, cool with that. Here's the games. Here's the game. Portugal just put out. Oh, well, I put that right there, but I did put out Marvel vs. Capcom. I did came with some stuff because I wanted to show something. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. I see Wolverine. I see Storm. I see Sentinel. Phoenix is back there. Those are X-Men people. That's on the box cover. If they're like, oh, this game, and talk to people like, oh, this game's coming out. Oh, I wonder what this is what the 5th game, 6th game. I don't really know, but I'm just giving a number. Like, this is the 6th game coming out. I wonder what game before that. They might go back and say, hey, who this character is, that character is. That's just one. That's Marvel. That's Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. Let's go with the original Marvel vs. Capcom. You see, there's a Wolverine again. We got Deadpool over here. We have those are X-Men inside of this game. Let's go back to Marvel's Capcom 2. I see Cyclops. I see Cable. I see. I mean, there's even Sentinel. I mean, they have so many X-Men people right here. Rogue, Iceman, Sabretooth. It keeps on going. We have them here. Colossal, Gambit. You know, that's that. We have that. Then of course you have Marvel's Capcom. This one is the one I would say if they put it in, it might come. Because all the person you see here is Gambit, and I give you that. All you see is Gambit. You can't really tell anybody else with all the stuff in here. But then they had a Marvel Heroes versus Street Fighter. Now, of course, nobody's sitting here, but we don't know Marvel Superhero and Street Fighter. You go pick that up, you'll see the of course, the roster, which you have, of course, Omega Red, Cyclops, Wolverine again. They have them in there. And of course, you have Street Fighter versus X-Men, which you could see we got mostly X-Men in the front. Anybody could go back and find this. The thing about it is a bunch of series of games. That's where the problem is. And that's why I say people who looked at that and saw that, you got to be kidding me for saying that. Again, if they were saying this in a general audience that not gamers, just anybody and doing an interview, like it was on like Stephen Colbert or Jimmy Kimmel, something like that. I mean, Jimmy Fallon knows games, but I'm just saying, if you're sitting in that regard, I could understand that. I could understand that quote right there and say, okay, these guys don't know. But to insult people's intelligence, including mine, to say that's not right. That's kind of crazy to tell that. Again, but your premise is correct. I'll say it again. You're a modern Marvel fan. Not in general terms, he's right. Don't know about all the X-Men. There's a lot of people. I mean, we have movies. We do have movies that get to more casuals that might be interested in the game. That might pull it in. But again, in general straight statement, as he stated, yes, he's correct. But the reason why a lot of people are pissed off because they went to a game media site talking about their game, knowing that there are different series, there are past sequels in the game where X-Men were in all those games, except for Tatsunoko versus Capcom. But it was in all those games. My point is, this was a point where they could have just say no comment. That's what I'm saying they should have said. It should have said no comment. Okay, you are complete. I'm just going back and I'm looking. You wrong for that SK Massive. Leave him alone. And again, in the video you show a girl who's learning from her father about this thing. I mean, she might later on learn that, just like how my little niece learned Star Fox and say, "Hey, I want to play Star Fox herself. This game was fun." She's going to go back and play that, so she learned that. So your video proves yes and no. Really, in the video that you were talking about, showing this girl when this guy is trying to tell him they didn't know who Spider-Woman is, and she said Spindle and all kind of stuff. Like, I get that, and like I said, to your point, yes. But the comment towards to gamers, that's where you lost. That's why a lot of people got angry. That's where the outrage came from. That's all I'm talking about. And that's why you run out of mouth. Now I'll give an example in real life where I have to do that. And I'm saying the same thing here. If right now, because things happen, I was supposed to release my newest album for my company, newest music album for my company in May for the 50th anniversary thing. It didn't happen because on an architect job, one of the coworkers who does the same work as me, because there's only two of us, his father has been battling cancer, and basically he just passed away just last week. So he's been going back and forth to New York. So I've been holding on my work and taking his work, and I've been crazy. So doing things crazy. So I'm not, how should I say? So that the album did not came out. It's 2 months late right now. Now I've done interviews with people who do music and stuff, and people's always asking when they go to the interviews, they're like, "Yo, when that album coming out, man?" Because I'm waiting for the album because I missed the date of the album already. Now, all I have said is to them is like, "Don't worry, I'm working hard on it. So it was some life issues, but right now, as soon as the album is ready to go, I'll let you guys know." And that's as far as the comment is done. I've said that a couple of times because I don't want to give them a date. That'd be stupid for me to give them a date if I don't even know how to finish, because I'm nowhere close to master. I master some songs, but not all. But I want to get all songs mastered. Once I get the copyrights through to all the songs, then I will gladly go on the radio and talk about, hey, yeah, the album's coming out December 31st or January 15th. But right now, it would be stupid for me to go and give them a date when I don't have everything going my way at this time. That's why I got is the point where you gotta say you don't have a response, or just say no comment, or just do something simple as that. But I'm not gonna insult my listeners or my music, people who buy my music, because saying that, or get them riled up and say, hey man, the album's coming out in September and then something happened, I can't. Right now, I'm gonna go over to Europe and do tours in France, England, and Belgium. That's where I'm gonna go, and I ain't got that much. I got singles to help, so people could come and I could gain traffic or whatever. And hopefully, when the album comes out, when the album comes out, that they go and say, "Oh, no, I'm gonna try the album." But yes, I'm not gonna put a straight statement out without knowing what's gonna happen really. So, in my regards to what I'm saying is, again, like there are many times. Look, there are many times in the last 2 weeks has been bad PR from many people. Many people. Capcom is not only one. Capcom, Xbox, Game, which is a game store in Europe. Slightly Mad Studios, as I did my video on that. Like, it's just been, and of course the guy from Oddworld, as Triple M brought up, the Oddworld guy talking about that. Like, there's bad PR. Don't say, these are things that you should not say, or don't if you don't know the answer, as I've said many times, just say you don't know, or just say no comment in that regard. Again, if they were talking to general audiences, you're completely right, and that should have never been a problem to anybody, because those people are people, they're trying to bring in new eyes, new gamers to the series. That's cool. Not everybody have that. They ask a question, it keeps it going. That's all right. But to be talking to GameSpot, talking to GameSpot, people who knows about gaming and knows about the past series and franchises, and know that those games be in there, those characters be in there. That's why I say that's where people got a little problem. That's why a lot of people get angry about it. And that's why I'm trying to tell you, you're stretching it a little bit when you're saying that. Now, again, your main argument, or should I say your statement, is correct. But people are angry because these guys thought that they could pull one over on people who know about the game. And that's where the comment went left, and people just got crazy. So that's my response to you. Again, I have no problem like I said, I have no problem. I've never been on your channel. I have no problem doing a little one-on-one on your channel or whatever, just to be over there as well too. Or if you want to do it on here too, like, because I know I saw your response to Gaming that you're gonna be out of town, but yeah, I'm gonna be out of town as well too. So, but I have no problem. You're always invited to the to endorse to our channel to talk about stuff. And I hope that we didn't talk past each other. Because again, that's why I think a lot of people need to understand how to listen and see what Grim's saying. He said a statement, proved the statement wrong. His statement is correct. But The other part of when other part when you on my when I'm telling you saying you don't understand why people are getting angry about it is because that part they try to play that game of making people trying to playing for fools. So yes, SK Massive. It's good PR when speaking to dumb people. And Triple M saying, yeah, and it's Nintendo has bad PR, even around Reggie. SK Massive, you're a clown. You're a serious clown. Hey, also SK Massive, if you need to check out the last post on my Facebook, man. That's jokes for people from the Caribbean. That's jokes for people from the Caribbean. But other than that, again, that's my response to you, Grim. If you're gonna make a video back, make a video back. But again, I have no problem having you've been on my channel many times talking on the chat. I have no problem doing just one-on-one, so I don't have like Red Fox and anybody else cutting over our voices and whatever. Be straight talking like that, or it could be on your channel. Because like I said, you'll be about 2 weeks from now. Like I said, I'm leaving to head out to Europe in the next 2 days. So with that said, guys, I want to thank SK Massive, Sprite Remix, Triple M, Cherry Goblin, what's up? Mel Mink, hanging in there, Derek Fisher. Even Eric Maverick who just came in. Basically just rewinding from the beginning, Eric Maverick. I was just proving a point of one of the videos. Like you can go to the description box, you can listen to Grim's video, and then you can listen to my response back to Grim. Because you don't need to be, you gotta say a person is stupid or dumb. Like I didn't even call him that. You could be calm and not emotional. Like I thought Giving It was more emotional. I thought Giving It was more emotional in that I never answered Grim's question, which is his statement, which is that's what I think a lot of people need to be calm and just listen, and you could basically have a legitimate debate and conversation. That's why in the last random talks, like I said, I had a great time talking. That's why I went for 4 hours, because Grim asked a lot of questions and that's the kind of stuff I want. Like, again, nobody's going to agree with anybody 100%. That's an impossibility. They're not. Unless you like, I don't know, like unless you're subjugated or a little baby or something. I don't know, but nobody's going to agree with you 100% in time. And I understand that. That's the way I look at life as human nature and what humans do. I don't look at just like one person this, whatever. I look at the mass majority going to do this and I say, okay, you know what? That's kind of stupid to do that, but whatever. But I don't have to call you names. I gotta say that because it's not needed to say, "Oh, that was so stupid." Why would you? No, what? But I will. I did say stupid to the guy because he was just gamer Nick was just too was emotional into what he was saying. He got riled up, and like I said, I saw the council you guys had back and forth, but. It is what it is. Eskim, I said, bring back Gamer Nick. Nick is chilling. Just a joke. Yeah, I know it's just a joke, you clown. But other than that, again, sorry, I don't mean to make this video longer because everybody's jumping in right now, cracking more jokes like hell. You know what? I'm gonna for anybody up there, I'm gonna open up the chat. Hey Eric, if you want to join in too, I'm gonna open up the chat. But I have to go someplace. But I'm gonna call that person first, and this link, and then I'll put a link where you guys could jump in and just talk about what just happened or whatever. But other than that, guys, you know what it is. Sprite, I won't even send you a link because of that stupid comment you just said. Will you stop with that? Old ladies, man, old ladies. Other than that, you know how it is. There's no perfect games out there. What's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy your games on every console, even PC. Just have fun. Peace out. And yes, there is a video, another response video I gotta do, which is gonna be a little more deeper than this one. Because I am gonna say, to be honest, I am gonna be a little emotional because of what the words was said in it. But it's coming from the right spot, and I'll take it as that. So that, again, enjoy the rest of your night, guys.